Yeah, everyone been calling me a freak for years when I jump his microphone. I rock the dome. Yeah, I'm talking about the crop on top of your head. Going to 2021. I feel to take everything over. And that's the fuck I plan on doing, yeah. Dominate the charts on a new album. Start the year proper. Yeah, my hits are real showstoppers. Gonna make some more beats and say trick or treat, bitch, because the Reaper's back. Yeah, there's been a lot of haters. Almost called the quits. Get the chicken strips, beat the cheese. I dip it in before I dipped out.
What's good, everybody? Just thought I'd bring this video real quick. So, yeah, I'm basically on this video gonna be going through, just a few things, like how I started out, why I picked my fucking name, shit like that. I'm gonna go through that in this fucking video. I'm gonna try to get through all the points that I want to make, and hit all the points that I'm trying to hit on this video. So I hope everybody is able to understand, why, the way I came up, the way I, did everything, But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, as y'all don't know, I'm Ceen Crazy. I'm an independent rapper. I've made like I don't know how many albums. Actually, let me look it up real quick because I got all this shit indexed, because I keep track of my shit. And according to my fucking database, I got 21 albums that have been published online. 21 albums, and I've been doing this shit since 2018 when I dropped my first mixtape. Which my first mixtape, for those that don't know, my first mixtape was called Dark Times and Dark Rhymes. Now, that was the first, mixtape that I put out under the name Ceen Crazy. Now, I went by another name before that, but I'm not going to get into that because it sure serves no fucking purpose, because I didn't really take rap seriously until I started writing under the name Ceen Crazy, so it's not relevant in this fucking conversation we're about to have, and yes, I'm wearing my fucking glasses underneath my sunglasses. I can't really see without my glasses on. That's why I bought these, that's why I bought these sunglasses, so I can, still be able to wear them when it's so fucking sunny out, and they also go over my glasses really good, so, and plus I keep my glasses, held on my face better, so it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, enough about my glasses. So yeah, what was I getting to? So yeah, Dark Rhymes, Dark Times mixtape. That was the first time I started writing under the name Ceen Crazy. So basically, that was my debut. That mixtape I put out in 2018, that was my debut, basically. And then I started putting out albums, and then, I started putting out singles, and I've been putting out singles for about, close to about, maybe like 3 years, maybe. I could be wrong, but look from the looks of it, it looks like I've been putting them out for about 3 years, so I've been active for about 3 solid years after my debut. So, and in that 3-year period, I put out 21 fucking albums and like over hundreds of fucking singles, So I've been out here working, I've been out here putting out tracks. I've been out here working, like straight up. And, it is what it is. But I'm just giving y'all my, I'm giving y'all a little bit of my backstory. Because I know a lot of people are gonna, people have been trying to piece together my fucking backstory for so many years, And now is the time I feel that y'all need to know my backstory, Like, a lot of people have been asking me about it, and I've been kind of quiet about it, but not today, not tonight, no. I'm gonna be talking about it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take a drink of this fucking Mountain Dew, because I need to catch my breath for a minute, so, There we go. But yeah, anyway, so that being said, I've been doing this shit for about 3 years straight. After I started in 2018. I've been doing this for about 3 years straight. Like, you know, just putting out albums, you know, singles and shit, you know, and mixtapes, you know. Um, but yeah, let's take a look and see how many mixtapes I got out. About 14 mixtapes total. So yeah, 21 albums and 14 mixtapes in a fucking 3-year period. Like, straight up. If that doesn't show you motherfuckers what true work means, you know, what true work ethics means, then I don't know what the fuck shows it, you know. But I've been doing this shit for a long time. For me, it's been a long time, but for you motherfuckers, it ain't been that long, you know. Like, straight up. I've been doing this shit for a minute, you know. And I'm still gonna keep on doing it, you know. Like, I know there's a lot of fucking people out there, not gonna name their names, because why do that, you know? It's only gonna make them fucking bigger, you know? But yeah. Anyway, so I started under another name, and I went by the name just fucking Crazy. That was my first fucking rap name. And I was called that because, you know, during 2018, when I was trying to transition over to my new name, which was Ceen Crazy at the time, um, a lot of people were calling, you know, the reason why I got the name Crazy was because, you know, I started off with a bunch of fucking crazy ass flows, and I started rapping over other rappers' beats, you know, basically, you know, just picking random beats and just fucking murdering them. That's all I did. That's all I did. I just picked out random beats that other rappers have done and made remixes to them, you know, and done all that shit. And that's how I initially started out. Like, I started, you know, making remixes and shit. And I still do them every once in a while, but not as lately, you know. But that's initially how I started out. I wasn't really taking this rap shit seriously. I was just kind of fucking around, and then somebody started calling me crazy. So, you know, because the way I was putting shit together, that's why they called me crazy, you know. So then that name kind of stuck, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a cool rap name. So then, you know, a number of years go by, and then I start seeing people on YouTube start to call themselves crazy. So I'm like, huh, how the fuck am I gonna start my music career if nobody can find me? Because all these other fucking rappers are starting to call themselves fucking crazy and shit. So then that's when I had the idea. I'm like, alright, I'll think of a different name. I'll think of a different name to use. So then, you know, I basically put myself in solitude for a minute, away from everybody else, and then I just started jotting down a bunch of different names, and I had like fucking 4 different names picked out. I can't remember what all of them were, but one of them on that list was Ceen Crazy. And then, you know, I put it to a vote. I put it to a vote with my fans, and a lot of people were telling me, yeah, you should go Ceen Crazy, because that shit's fucking original, you know? And I'm like, alright. So then I changed my name to Ceen Crazy, and that's how I became Ceen Crazy, you know? And nothing more else to it, you know? Like, straight up. I went from just plain old crazy to Ceen Crazy, and ever since I started writing under the name Ceen Crazy, my name started, you know, sticking out, and people started, you know, fuck with my music more and all that other shit, you know? Like, people started, you know, they started viewing my tracks more, because I started standing out when I put that scene in front of my name. Like, straight up. Right off the bat, I started going off. And I've been going off ever since, you know? Like, even nowadays, people are still going back and listening to my music, you know? Because that's what I do. I'm an artist out here. I make music. That's what I do. But yeah. That's basically how I became Ceen Crazy, you know? Um, and how I was able to, make a name for myself, because that's initially what I did. I basically made a name for myself out here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on continuing to make my name, you know? I'm gonna still continue to be Ceen Crazy and still kill shit like I normally do, you know? Like, straight up. So yeah. Anyway, Yeah, and the reason why I chose Ceen Crazy, or why I even came up with it, was mainly because of the background I came up, you know? Um, Me growing up as a fucking individual, you know? And I did a lot of fucking stupid ass shit when I was a kid, you know? Like, straight up. Like, when I was a kid, I was a fucking gremlin, you know? Just going around fucking, you know, doing the kind of shit that fucking Bart Simpson did on Simpsons, you know? Or I should say does, because Simpsons is still going on. That TV show, that old ass TV show, is still going on. But yeah, basically I was just doing little fucking antics and shit like when I was younger. But who the fuck else didn't do that shit? Like straight up. Like when you're a fucking kid, you do a lot of fucking stupid ass shit. You know, like straight up. Like in fucking middle school, I've skipped fucking classes. In high school, I did the same exact thing where I fucking skipped classes, you know? Like, straight up. Like, kids do a lot of fucking stupid shit. And I did, dude, and I even did a few, dude, all this stupid, dude, there's probably, like, straight up, I probably done, like, a fucking laundry list of fucking, you know, stupid ass and fucked up shit to people, you know? From when I was, like, a fucking, you know, 10, you know, 9, you know, like, when kids are like that, when kids are that fucking age, you know, like, literally, they're little fucking gremlins, and I was one of them, you know? Like, at least I admit that, you know? Like, straight up. Not every fucking person is perfect, you know? Like, we all have our flaws, you know? Like, we all do. Like, whether it be, you know, some people are fearful of fucking snakes, some people are fearful of fucking spiders, you know, and all that kind of shit, you know? Like, each one of us has our own fucking flaw. And whether that benefits somebody or whatever the fuck, it don't really matter, you know? Like, by the end of the day, despite, you know, whatever the fuck, you're still a fucking human being on the inside, you know? Despite your fucking flaws, you know? Despite your fucking skin color, you know? Like, despite all that shit. You know, despite if you grew up in a different country and then moved here to you know, the United States or whatever the fuck, you know? You're still a fucking human being on the inside, you know? Despite what your fucking background is or whatever, you know? But I just thought I'd let y'all know that real quick, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, mainly my biggest flaw I would have to say is that whenever I do try to talk about some real shit, sometimes I can't really get the words out the way I want them to, you know? Like, there's times where, you know, I try to explain something, but then, you know, my mind kind of goes upstairs with it, and then, you know, and then I kind of get confused because, like, my mind is literally, like, going like a million fucking miles an hour when I'm trying to fucking talk about some real shit. So it's like, you know, sometimes I get off track, you know. Sometimes I go off the rails, you know, and then I start talking about, you know, something completely different, like, you know, and off topic. But that's, you know, that's what normal people do. Like, straight up. I forgot to put the cap on this shit. See, one of them. That right there. Like I said, my mind will literally go upstairs with whatever topic it is, and then, you know, and I'll just forget what's going on around me, you know, like straight up. Like, that's one of my flaws. But despite that flaw, I'm still able to come up here on the motherfucking mic and still speak my mind about whatever the fuck I want to speak about, you know? Like, straight up. I'm still able to get on this mic every day, sit down, pick a beat, start writing to it, you know, and just keep going on from there. Like, straight up. Like, despite what you fucking wear, despite the way you fucking look, you know, despite me wearing these fucking, you know, these fucking blue shades, you know, despite me having all these fucking chains around my neck, despite, you know, all that shit, I'm still a fucking human being on the inside, you know? And that's how everybody else is, you know? Like, you can see all these other fucking rappers wearing all this fucking jewelry and shit, but they're still human beings on the inside, you know? And that's how I am too. Like, you know, who the fuck cares how I dress, you know? Like, I can dress however the fuck I want, you know? Like, that's my choice. That's, you know, everybody's got a choice to dress however the fuck they want to dress, you know? Like, if one day I wake up and I want to have a fucking mohawk, I'll get a fucking mohawk, you know? If I want to wake up one day and have fucking dreads, I'm gonna get fucking dreads, you know? Like, straight up, it's your fucking choice to choose what you want to do. Like, don't matter, you know? Like, people have been trying to, you know, roast me for years about how I dress and shit. But I don't care at this point. I really don't, you know? Like, straight up. In my music videos, I've worn a lot of fucking, you know, like, straight up in my music videos. I don't give a fuck, you know? Like, I go out and I record my fucking music videos and, like, you know, and if somebody says something about it, I just ignore it, you know? That's what I do, because, you know, it's what the fuck I want to wear. If I want to wear a fucking, you know, mask during a fucking music video, then I will. If I want to, you know, put on a fucking bandana and do a music video, then that's what I'm going to do. Like, straight up. Like, I can't really explain any clearer than that, you know? Like, you have the right to dress however the fuck you want. Like, straight up. Despite what anybody says. Or what anybody does about it, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna go get another drink real quick, cause that's another thing too. Like, when I start talking, my mouth starts getting fucking dry as fuck. So, you know, and I'm out of my fucking Mountain Dew right now. So I'm gonna go get another one. So, yeah, y'all just sit there real tight. I'm gonna be right back. All right, I'm back. I'll probably just cut that out, because that's usually what I do when I edit these videos and put them up on YouTube. And I only edit my videos to make it smaller so I can upload it quicker, so that way y'all can see it way quicker, you know. That's what I do. But yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? I literally just lost track. Like, straight up. Like I said, my mind will go all the way upstairs and then, you know, and then I forget what the fuck I'm talking about, you know? Like, you know, that's how my mind is, you know? Like, my mind goes super fucking fast and then, you know, it's hard for me to catch up. But yeah. Anyway, so getting back to what I'm saying. I was gonna tell y'all why I came up with the name Ceen Crazy. Now, I came up with that name based up on my upbringing, you know? Like, you know, the way I grew up, the way, you know, the way my environment was when I first grew up, you know? You know, cuz it is what it is. Shit. But yeah, I basically based my name on the way I grew up. And the way I grew up, I saw a lot of fucking crazy ass shit, you know? Like, straight up. Like, when I was growing up, I was literally living in fucking, you know, drug house after fucking drug house and shit, you know? And, you know, I've seen a lot of shit that most kids my age back then probably shouldn't have saw, you know, like, you know, drug use, um, you know, prostitution, you know, all that shit. Like, it's so, there's so much shit that I saw back when I was growing up. When I was like, you know, 11, 12, you know, and that shit changed me. I don't know if it changed me for the better or for the worse, but, you know, without those experiences, I probably would not be the person I am right here, right now. Like, I went through a lot growing up. Like, straight up. Like, you know, I had to deal with a lot of shit, you know? Like, there's so much shit that I saw growing up that I probably should have never saw, you know? But that's what it is, you know? Like, straight up, my upbringing is why I call myself Ceen Crazy, because I've seen a lot of fucking crazy ass shit growing up, you know? Like I said, everything from fucking drug use, prostitution, you know? Um, a lot of fucked up shit. And I'm surprised I survived it all, you know? Like, I'm surprised I'm still sitting right here and still able to do what I do on the fucking daily, you know? Without, you know, having fucking breakdowns, you know, mental breakdowns or any of that shit, you know? Like, I'm still able to come up here and speak my mind on this motherfucking mic, you know? Like, straight up. Like, I'm still able to come up here and speak my mind and, you know, basically write tracks for people that are going through a lot of shit, you know? Because, like I said, I went through a lot. And I still go through a lot every day, you know? Like, just recently, lost my dog Zeus. Just recently, lost my mom. That shit really fucked me up. When I lost my mom, you know? And then last year, I lost my fucking grandma. That's 3 fucking losses that I've took from last year and this year too. And guess what? I still was able to come up on this mic and I'm still able to do what the fuck I do, you know, today and from, you know, a year ago. I'm still able to come up here and I'm still able to do my shit because I never fucking quit, you know? And there's literally been multiple times where I literally wanted to say that I wanted to quit, you know? Like, there's been multiple times where I've literally gotten to the point where I almost said, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to quit. But, you know, each time I said that to myself, and I came back and everybody started giving me support of my music, then I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, if I do quit, then what the fuck is that going to do for all these people that are supporting me, you know, that have been supporting me, that have been listening to my tracks, you know? Like, what the fuck, where the fuck are they going to go for even more of my tracks, you know? Like, where the fuck are they going to go? That's what I think to myself. And that's why I'm like, alright, I'm only staying here for the fucking supporters and the fans. And you know, myself too. Because this shit really does help me out, you know? Like, my music is purely my fucking therapy, you know? Like, straight up. Like, I use it for my therapy. And then, and then motherfuckers don't realize that. And, you know, they want to fucking shit on my music, you know? Because, you know, and I mostly get hate from the fact that mainly 2 big things. 2 big things I get hate for. 1, people hate me for my fucking skin color. That's always been the fucking thing that everybody goes to. It's, you know, first thing they see when they see me, you know, rapping and shit. That's the first thing they try to distinguish me as, you know. They always want to say, oh yeah, he's just a fucking white rapper. He can't rap at all. Like, he's trash. Like, straight up. That's how people were treating me when I first started out. You know? Like, people were literally saying, oh yeah, he's white. He's fucking trash. Like, immediately. Without even listening to any of my music. Like, as soon as they saw, you know, my face, my whole fucking face, they were like, oh yeah, he's a white rapper. He's gonna be fucking trash. And then, you know, and then time passed, and I started putting out more tracks. I started getting better, and now people are like, oh yeah, he's white, but he can still kill this fucking beat. He can still jump on this shit. He can still fucking, you know, rip it up on the mic. Like, straight up. That's how people are reacting to my new music now. Now, a couple years ago, people were literally fucking shitting on me for no reason at all. Just because I'm fucking white. They think that, you know, they only think that, because most people have it in their mindset that, oh, only fucking black people can rap. Oh, only fucking Latinos can rap. Fuck out of here, dude. Everybody of any race can rap. You just have to put the time, the work, and the effort into it, like I did. And that's how I got where I'm at right now. And that's why, at this point, I'm not gonna fall. Despite what people want to say about me, and people can say a lot of fucking, you know, whack shit about me, and I don't give a fuck at this point, you know? Like, straight up. Like, I've done made it independently. Like, I'm at the point of my career where literally nobody can say anything to try to fucking end my career. And people do keep trying to say a bunch of fucked up shit about me. But I just turn around and I'm like, I ignore it, you know? At this point, I ignore it, you know? Because it's not going to really help me out anymore, you know? It's not going to help me, you know? It's not going to help me mentally if I, you know, respond to these motherfuckers that only want to get a response out of me. That's all they're looking for, you know? They're looking for a fucking response from me. Like, straight up. Like, they see me growing my fan base, and they're jealous of that shit. You know, they're bent out of shape because I'm better on this fucking mic than they are. That's why they want to use my name for fucking clout. To get more fucking views, more plays, more likes, whatever the fuck they want to get, you know? And that's why these motherfuckers, you know, that's why they talk shit about me. That's why they trash me, you know? That's all it comes down to, is the fucking clout, you know? And it's sad to see this world going the way it is right now. The way everything is being ran right now. It's sad to fucking see, you know? Like, straight up. Like, this world that we're living in right now is fucking broken. And all the people that are living in it are broken as well. So when they see, you know, somebody like me spreading positivity, spreading, you know, my music around, that's better than them. Then they automatically think in their heads, they're like, oh yeah, you know, he's doing this, you know, he's doing his thing. Let's go ahead and let's also band together and let's try to take down this artist because we don't fucking like him, because, you know, he's growing his fucking fan base and he's making all his fucking music for his fans. And, you know, that's what people do. They fucking band together just to take down one fucking artist. Now, what they don't get is I'm not fucking mainstream. I'm solely independent. Now, there's been many fucking times in my career where I could have said, you know, fuck this independent shit. I'm gonna go sign over to, like, you know, Interscope, Def Jam Records, you know, Strange Music. There's been many, many times where I could have said, you know, fuck this independent shit. I'm not gonna make it independently. I'm just gonna sign to a fucking label and just build myself up that way. But I thought to myself, I'm like, nope. I ripped up all my fucking contracts that were given to me and said, no, I'm doing this shit on my own. I'm doing this shit on my own with no help from anybody. And that's what I've been doing ever since, you know. It's just me. I'm the one that's running the shit, you know. Like, I'm the one making all these fucking tracks. I'm the one putting my fucking heart and soul into all this shit that I'm making, you know. And then you got these petty ass motherfuckers out here that want to do nothing but fucking hate on white rappers like myself. And that shit's fucked up, you know? Like, there's a lot of white rappers out here that are still killing it to this very day. You like, you know, Ritz, NF, you know? Shall I go on? Shall I go on with the whole list? I kind of think I should, but I kind of think y'all heard me say, you know, all this shit before, so I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself, so, you know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going through the list, but I can. You got Mercules, Tom McDonald. Who else? Who else? There's a lot of white rappers out there that are still killing it to this very day. Besides Eminem. I know everybody goes Eminem. Every time they think about white rappers, they automatically think of Eminem. But, you know, I get that Eminem's a white rapper, but I try my best not to be compared to Eminem. But everybody always wants to compare, you know, us white rappers to Eminem and shit, you know? Even though there's like a fuck ton of other white rappers out here killing it, you know? I believe this other artist, this new artist that's coming up, I don't know his name, but he did work with Juice World and Trippie Redd. His name is like the Kid Lowry or whatever. I think that's what his name is. I can't pronounce his last name, but, or, you know, yeah, I can't pronounce his last name, but, you know, he's a white rapper, and he's recently blowing up too. So yeah, you motherfuckers got it fucked up thinking that white rappers can't rap and shit. Fuck out of here, dude. White rappers can rap, you know? And you got some corny ass white rappers, and you got white rappers that can literally kill shit, you know? But, you know, I'm not a corny ass white rapper, you know? Like, when I get on a fucking beat, I make sure I destroy that shit by the time it's done with, you know? And that's why people always come up to me and they're like, what the fuck? Did you just fucking kill that shit? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you know, that's how people are. That's how their reactions are when they first hear my shit. They're like, what the fuck did you just do to that beat? And I'm like, I just fucking killed it, you know? I'm just doing my thing. That's what I do, you know? I jump on the fucking mic, just like this. I get on there, speak my shit, and then, you know, when the beat's done with, I put down the mic. Straight, you know, simple as that, you know? And that's all, that's how I've always done my shit, you know? Like, I sit down here, I write my shit, I pick up the mic, I start recording it, then I put it down, and then, you know, and then I go back in, I do the last little fucking, you know, like, because I produce my own shit too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not just a rapper, I also produce my own shit, you know? Like, my own tracks I put out, you know? I produce my own shit, I put it all together, you know? Like, I go back and I make sure everything, you know, is on time with everything, you know? Syncing the fucking voice up to the fucking beat, you know? And putting all that shit together, and then, you know, and then you guys get the final product. And I've been doing that shit for like 3 years straight. And then these motherfuckers want to shit on all that, you know? Like, you guys are literally shitting on 3 years of fucking music that I put out. By doing that, you know? By being fucking, you know, the way you are. Like, straight up. I don't know why people go at me, but that's what it is. People are jealous because I'm white. You know? People are jealous because I'm going on the mic and I'm killing shit, you know? And that's all I do. I go on the mic, put a beat on, write to it, record to it, put it all together, and I put that shit out. I put that shit out for all my fans to enjoy, you know? And that shit's never gonna change. That shit's never gonna change. Like, straight up. In fact, I am working on a collab album with a fellow artist that I've been collabing with for about like 2 years. I think this is about our second year working together on fucking tracks and shit. Me and this artist, con artist, we're working on a collab album where we're literally going to be addressing all the fucking corruption that's going on in America right now, you know, with the fucking vaccines, you know, the fucking shit in Afghanistan, you know, all that shit. We're going to be talking about all that shit on there, like, straight up. And we're going to be rapping about it, you know, over different beats. Like, I picked out a whole bunch of diverse beats to spit to, and we're gonna spit to all of them, and it's gonna come out either at the beginning of this month, or not the beginning of this month, but by the end of this month, or the beginning of next month. It's gonna be coming out either by the end of this month or the beginning of next month, whichever comes first. And once it comes out, dude, y'all in for a treat. Cause when me and con artists do a track, we go up and beyond. When me and con artists get on the mic, dude, we go up and we go beyond that shit, you know? Like, straight up. Like, that's what we do. That's what we always do. And that's what we've done for the past, you know, two years that we've been collabing, you know? Like, straight up. And that shit ain't gonna change either. Me and con artists are literally gonna keep putting out tracks for both our fans and, you know, whatever, you know? Like, we're gonna still keep working together on tracks, despite what people want to try to say about it, you know? And at this point, I got zero fucks to give, you know? Like, straight up. These people just want to, they want to have their own spotlight. They want to have their own fucking spotlight to be in. But, you know, after what I've exposed on Instagram and shit, I don't think a lot of people are going to start bumping, North Side of Records. I don't think a lot of people are going to start bumping their music. Because now people are turned on me. And, they're seeing through the lies and the fucking corruption that's going on right now. Not just with Northside Records, but with, all these other fucking people that went at me. They're looking at them and they're like, these artists are fucking trash. And, and they're looking at my music and they're like, this Ceen crazy. He's on a different level, And I am on a different level, Like, I went out and I created my own fucking independent shit, I had no help from anybody, I've had features, I've had collabs, but despite all that, I still would have been successful without those features and collabs. And I've collaborated with a lot of artists, Let's see, who all did I collab with? There's a lot. Shit. Fuck, there's like a whole bunch of artists I collabed with. I'm trying to think of all of them. Now I'm also trying to catch my breath because, like I said, when I talk, my fucking mind just, keeps on going. So I gotta catch up. So just give me a minute. But yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna start with the first person that I started collabing with. That'd be Con Artist. Next artist I collabed with, Dr. Weathers. And you all can go through my whole catalog that I got out, and you can find numerous songs by me and Con Artist and Dr. Weathers and shit, because we done tracks together. Like, straight up. Y'all can do your research on it. But yeah, Con Artist, Dr. Weathers, who else? Cedo Boy. Clips from fucking Hustle Hard, which I do not have bad blood for anybody in that group. But the way they treated me, that many years ago, or, that year ago or whatever, I'm still kind of hurt about that. But I still got a collaboration out of that fucking group. I still got a few collaborations out of that group before they decided to kick me out and, do what the fuck they did to me. I don't hold that shit against them, though, because, like, straight up, if that shit wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have blown up the way I did, Like, straight up. I basically went on a different path than what they were trying to get me to do. Like, straight up. I went on a completely different path, and I'm happy about it, Like, straight up. Like, if I was still in that group, there probably wouldn't be a whole lot of people in there right now. Because, they noticed that I had talent, and that's why they kicked me from their group. Because I had too much fucking talent. They couldn't handle the way I was putting, the way I was putting my shit down on the tracks and shit, Like, they couldn't handle the way I was killing shit. And they still can't handle the way I kill shit to this very day. I don't think they still can, Like, straight up. But yeah. That's just name a few artists that I've collabed with. I've done a lot with a lot of artists, And y'all can go do your own research on it, Deflipped is another one. And this artist recently signed. Deflipped he recently signed to a record label. I'm kind of happy for him, but I'm kind of sad for him too. Because the way labels do people, Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, straight up. Labels want to fuck you over all the time, That's why I stay away from them, Like, I don't give a fuck what... I mean, I featured artists that have been signed, But, like Deflipped them. But, I try to stay away from these fucking labels and shit, because I don't need them. I don't need them to promote my shit. I don't need them to, you know, give me approval of all the tracks I put out. Like, I will put out whatever the fuck I want, despite what they want to say about it, you know? And that's why I went independent. That's why I'm still killing shit the way I am right now. And, you know, there's not really a damn thing anybody can do about it, you know? I basically made myself. I built myself. Seem crazy? This shit y'all see up on my wall back here? I built that shit on my own. Without nobody's help. Y'all seeing who built Ceen Crazy. And it is me right here. This motherfucker right here. That's wearing the blue shades and the chains. I built it all on my own. You know, without anybody's help. I got myself where I am. Because I believed in myself. And I still do. I still believe in myself. So, you know, I'm still gonna continue killing shit like I've been. I'm gonna still put out tracks. I'm still gonna do collabs. I'm gonna still do all that shit, you know? Despite what anybody wants to say about it, you know? Because that's what the fuck I do. My soul is hip-hop. If my skin color was different, I'd still be the way I am right now. Because my soul is fucking hip-hop. Despite the color of my skin, my soul is fucking hip-hop. And that shit will never change. That shit will never change. So, you know, don't go and try to say, oh, white rappers can't fucking rap. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't need these fucking goofy ass people trying to tell me what the fuck to do. When I've literally built my own fucking brand up, you know? Like, straight up. I put out so many fucking tracks that most artists cannot put out. Like, most artists nowadays, they cannot put out 21 fucking albums in a fucking 3-year period. I can guarantee that, you know? I can put that shit on everything. You will never find another artist that will put out 21 albums in a fucking 3-year period. You'll never find anybody else that does that besides me. And sorry I burped there, but it is what it is. But yeah, nobody will be able to top what I've put out. That's 21 albums in a 3-year period and 14 mixtapes in a 3-year period. I'm literally outdoing all these newer rappers out here. And you motherfuckers yet still overlook my talents. And try to, treat me like fucking shit. You know? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get this new world that we're living in right now. I just don't get it at all. Like, there's been times where I think, why the fuck was I born in this fucking time frame? Like, why couldn't I have been born way sooner? Like, back when hip hop was still high, like, 1996 and shit, after Tupac died and after Biggie died, because that's when hip hop was taking off. Like, if I started back then, I probably would be way bigger than I am right now. But, that's what it is, though. It is what it is. But I'm glad I started the way I did. Because I'm really happy where I'm at right now. And yet people think I still can't do it, And I've got a fucking, I create a separate channel after because I literally, like, the only place I go after I'm done, making my raps and shit, I play video games. That's what I do. That's what I've always been doing, Whether it be my fucking, shit. Okay, there we go. This shit almost fell. But yeah, whether it be my fucking Xbox, whether it be my fucking Switch, like, straight up. I don't know if you motherfuckers ever saw this, but I'm about to show this off to you motherfuckers right now. But yeah. This is my Switch. I just got this shit not that long ago. But yeah. It really cost me an arm and leg, but I got it. So, like, straight up. And people think that just because I have all these fucking video games, they think I can't rap. You're fucking, dude, you're dead wrong for thinking that, Like, straight up. You wanna know why you're fucking dead wrong? Because, there's another artist out there that I did not reference yet that's still rapping to this very day. And yet this motherfucker has so many fucking video games, I don't even know where to begin. And that rapper is Logic. Like, straight up. And Logic kind of started out the way I did. Like, because everybody hated Logic when he first came out. Like, on God. They hated, how he kept making repetitive hooks. The way he fucking constructed his shit, because nobody else did that shit. Like, Logic came in and he did his own fucking thing. And everybody started hating him for that, And that's what I did. I came in here and I started doing my own shit. I went independent. I didn't sign. And I'm doing my own shit. And that's why people hate me. Because they don't want me to be myself. They want to tell me who the fuck I have to be. And how the fuck I'm supposed to look. And to that shit, I say fuck them all. I say fuck them all, I'm gonna keep doing my shit. I'm gonna still continue to be myself, Like, whether it be rapping, whether it be me, behind the controller playing a fucking Xbox game, Like, straight up. I can be both a rapper and a gamer. Straight up. And you wanna know why? Because Logic did that shit. Logic did that shit. So can I. So can I as well. So you goofy ass motherfuckers need to quit the hate on me, Like, without knowing, everything about the way I came up, That's what most of y'all don't even know. Like, most of y'all don't know how hard it was for me when I first came out, Like, I don't think anybody will. But, it is what it is. But I basically gave you motherfuckers my background in this video. And I hope y'all take it to heart, Because I'm trying to help other artists that are like me, that are struggling in this shit, Like, there's a lot of other artists that are coming out, and they've asked me for help, And sometimes I do help them, but it does backfire every once in a while, because everybody continually wants something from you. Like, whether it be one of my chains, or whatever the fuck, Like, motherfuckers are out here only to take from you until you have nothing left. So that's why, I don't really help out as many artists I used to do back in the day. Because every artist I've tried to help out, I've tried to build up, they've always backstabbed me, And I'm not going to do that shit anymore, That's why it's kind of gotten hard for me to do features, Because, dude, most of these artists are out here to take from you. Because they don't know any better, They don't have any fucking morals. Like, they're only thinking about themselves. Because they're so fucking self-centered. And me, I don't think about myself all the time, I think about my fans. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful that I'm alive. That I'm still able to make fucking songs for my for my fans. And sorry I burped there, but, boy, that Mountain Dew. Some good shit, but, makes you burp a lot. But yeah. Anyway. So yeah. I'm not here for just myself. I'm here for the fans. I'm here to make songs. Not for myself. But for the fans. That are going through shit, And I've been going through a lot of shit lately. Especially losing my fucking mom and my fucking grandma. That shit really teared me up. And it still is tearing me up to this very fucking day. Like, straight up. It is. And then I lost my dog this year, and I only put a little bit more fucking stress on me when I lost my dog, too. Like, I'm under a lot of fucking stress right now. And that's why I'm trying to make music for everybody, Like, I know I can't please every fucking buddy, I can't please everybody on the fucking planet. But I can make fucking tracks that people can relate to. And that's what I've done. That's why I pour my heart and my soul out on the fucking Zeus EP. And that's why I did everything I'm doing right now, Like, I'm making tracks for the fucking people. And that's why I'm making this collab album with con artists, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to get the message out for everybody, Like, I'm trying to get the message out. Like, straight up. This new fucking America that we're living in right now, I don't see it as, you know, I don't see America as it used to be like fucking 10 years ago, you know, 20 years ago or whatever the fuck, you know? Like straight up. Like this America we're living in right now is not the America I grew up in, you know? Like it's changed. Like everything's changed. Prices are going up. Um, you know, a lot of shit. It's not the way it used to be 10 years ago. I can tell you all that right now. And, you know, me and con artists are going to be talking about a lot of real shit on this new album. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I'm going to say. I've literally talked for about fucking almost an hour. But yeah, I'll have to fucking break down this video a little bit more, maybe, and try to get it out to y'all as fast as possible, you know. But I hope everybody took something from this. The only advice I can really give to y'all new rappers I want to start out: always believe in yourself. Always, you know, tell yourself every fucking day you wake up in the morning that, you know, tell yourselves, yes, I can do it. And, you know, go on from there. Go on from there. Believe in yourself, tell yourself you can do it, and then get up and fucking do it. That's what I did. I got up and I fucking did it because I believed in myself, because I built myself up, you know, from the ground up. I had 0 followers when I first started out. And now I'm at like fucking, you know, 700, almost 1,000 on fucking BandLab, you know? Like almost 2,000. Actually, no, I'm at 2,000. Yeah, I'm at 2,000. But yeah, y'all get what I mean though. Believe in yourself. Never fucking quit. Those will be my last words for this fucking little thing I want to do for YouTube. But yeah, anyway, I hope y'all learned something from this. I hope y'all understand my background a little bit better. But yeah, Mr. Ceen Crazy signing out, and I'll see y'all on the next videos.